Wondering what's on the horizon for USANA's research and development? Here's a sneak peek into the Future Lab with Chief Science Officer Dr. Rob Sinnott.
A big hello to all my fellow science enthusiasts out there. This year certainly has been interesting, and we don't know all that's going to unfold in the future, but there are certain portions of the future that we have the power to shape, including our talented research and development team. They are hard at work, fulfilling the day-to-day needs of the company, but they also have their sights set on the future. But before I take you inside the lab for a sneak peek at the future possibilities, I'd like to take a moment to share with you some exciting news about a recent endeavor. Just a few weeks ago, USANA was issued a landmark United States patent for the intelligence complex featured in Cellsentials. This is a game changer. This patent gives us the green light to include the claim that intelligence complex supports endogenous systems associated with optimal lifespans. For USANA to acquire a patent with such serious claims behind it shows how special our intelligence complex truly is. USANA has always been considered a pioneer in the health and wellness industry, and this patent separates us even further from the competition. This particular patent is unique to the health and wellness industry and speaks volumes for the years of hard work, research, and patience that it took not only to launch intelligence complex featured in Cellsentials, but to be awarded such a groundbreaking recognition. Our sincerest gratitude goes out to Drs. Mark Brown, John Cuomo, and Jeremy Tian, who submitted this patent. It's not an easy process. Only about 50% of all US patents get approved each year. And it just goes to show the kind of dedication and the scientific method that you see at USANA. We're simply building on the scientific foundation laid by USANA's founder and Chairman Emeritus, Dr. Myron Wentz. And before we head into the lab, let's hear from him.
Hello, Dr. Sinnott, and warm greetings to all of you in our USANA family. It's hard to believe that it has been only 1 year since we were together for our last global convention. At the time, I don't think any of us could have imagined we'd be where we are today, in front of our TV, computer, or mobile device, to take part in USANA's 2020 Americas and Europe virtual convention. While it's far from being up close and personal with you, I am grateful that you are here. And I'm especially appreciative for all that you have done and will continue to do. It speaks volumes about the quality, passion, and dedication we have in our USANA family. I believe that is important to recognize. For when it comes time to reflect upon the experiences and challenges we've had over the past year, the USANA story will be as significant and relevant tomorrow as it is today, and was over 2 decades ago. There are many reasons for this, all of them vital to my optimistic confidence in our future. But there are 2 reasons I want to emphasize most: adaptability and science. First, adaptability. As an industry leader, as a company, and as people, adaptability is our ability to be flexible and adjust timely to changing conditions. More importantly, we are adaptable while remaining laser focused on our vision to respond to the needs of our USANA family and customers. We have evolved our brand and our products over the last 28 years. And even in times of challenge, I have seen countless ways in which USANA and our associates have learned to adapt. None more evident than in our use of technology, which allows us to be together today. Your adaptability to become virtual is a testament to your drive and commitment in sharing our vision to be the healthiest family on earth. Then there's science. Science is and will always remain the focus and core strength of USANA. Our products continue to evolve as our understanding of science progresses. Science is what brought us the essentials, and science is what led to our breakthrough U.S. patent for the intelligence complex found in the cell centrals. Our team of scientists and R&D continue to innovate and uncover greater advancements, many of which you are going to see as we give you a behind-the-scenes look at some of the newest innovations and technology under our consideration. It is why I am confident in the leadership of our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Rob Sinnott, as he guides our outstanding group of world-class scientists and product innovators. And it is why I am excited about the future. May you love life and live it to its fullest in happiness and health.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wentz, for your unwavering support as we research and develop the products of today and tomorrow. The need for new research and development is just as important now as it has always been. And as you can gather from the years of work it took to get that intelligence complex patent, launching products is not a simple process. It's quite complex. Take a look. This is the R&D development process. Look at all the steps that we have to take before we can launch a single product. It's like a funnel. We could start with 200 product ideas, and as it goes through the pipeline, it whittles down to just a handful that we launch. Product launches start with an idea, which leads to a complicated ideation process. And ideas can come from anywhere. They can come from R&D, from marketing, and even your own local markets. These ideas need to be reviewed and approved, and many ideas get rejected or go into our backlog files. But some are given the go-ahead to enter into the R&D design space where preliminary, prototype, and pilot formulas are developed. Then they go into the R&D pantry awaiting the next phase. Next, we figure out market interest, feasibility, timelines, and launch plans in our scoping phase. And last, we create the deliverables outlined in the scope. And then after months, sometimes even years of this development process, it's finally time to launch. As you can see, it takes a lot of human power to get these products to market. USANA has an incredible R&D team, one that's constantly on the cutting edge of research and forward thinking for potential products. And right now, we're giving you access to the Future Lab. This is your all-access pass to hear and see firsthand some of the exciting things happening inside the Research and Development Laboratory. Up first is our Director of New Product Research, Dr. Rachel Brewer.
Dr. Sinnott. Manipulating the microbiome, in a good way, it's kind of my jam. And our microbiome is a bit of a mystery. There's still so much that we don't know. But though there's a lot left to learn, what we do know is that microbiomes are linked to so much. How we live, what we eat, and what we do for our health. These all affect our microbiome. And microbiomes are everywhere. They surround us, living on us and inside of us. And they are vital to our health and to the health of our planet. That's why I've chosen to focus on this field of study, to unlock the secrets of the microbiome and understand the role of the microbiome in health. Not only the overarching human microbiome, but also all of the individual microbiomes, because every region of the body has its own specialized microbiome. That's what led us down the path to create the USANA probiotic for the gut and the USANA oral probiotic for the mouth. But other parts of the body have their own microbiomes as well. And on top of that, different people have different microbiomes. And for a little icing on the microbiome cake, research has even shown that your microbiome changes from when you're a baby to a child to an adult and then to an older adult. All of this makes the microbiome an exciting field of study, kind of like sailing uncharted waters. Earlier, when I referred to manipulating the microbiome, what that boils down to is figuring out ways to impact the microbiome. And we are working with researchers at universities on clinical studies to do just that. And this is where it gets exciting for all of you, because as we unlock the mysteries of the microbiome and understand how it's impacted, that's where product ideas come to light. This research could lead to several products, including ones that work through the microbiome or ones that act indirectly on it. And it could take us down a path to new probiotics or new pre or postbiotics. It could be the key to discover new ways to impact the microbiome and give it a little nudge to be healthier. Or it could help us to find new ways to evaluate what health even means to the microbiome. And now here's your insider scoop. Right now, we are working on probiotics for different people, a variety of ages, and all different types of microbiomes. This could lead to probiotics such as for women's health, skin health, or even infant and toddler health. It could also help us to address specific conditions such as optimizing immunity, reducing occasional stress, or enhancing skin health and appearance. Again, these are all just possibilities at this point, but exciting nonetheless. And I am thrilled to be heading up this field of research for USANA.
And we're so lucky to have you here and heading up this team. Based on the work this team has done so far in microbiome research, there's no doubt that USANA will be a globally recognized leader in microbiome and immunity in the very near future. So let's now turn to another area of research that has the potential to catapult us into another realm of scientific success. Here now is our Director of Research and Development, Dr. Jeremy Tian.
Imagine a world where there is no longer a great divide when it comes to medicine. Imagine adapting the very best of Western medical science, such as manipulating cell signaling pathways and optimal nutrition while patented intelligence technology, and pairing it with the very best of Eastern medical practices, such as traditional Chinese medicine, which looks to balance qi, the very vital force of life that surges through the body. A world where East meets West and joins together to create an innovative hybrid model of medical science, bridging health practice of billions of different people globally. Instead of figuring out the commonalities between these two thoughts of medicines, our work thus far is putting them together mechanically by choosing ingredients that have double functions. We are approaching this work with a double punch strategy. These ingredients that we carefully choose have double functions, meaning they work on the cell, signaling targets on one side, and have traditional Chinese medicine function on the other side. Let's use one of the existing product, Proglucamin, as one example. Proglucamin is powered by intelligence technology. It contains active ingredient beta-glucan that binds to the membrane surface receptors on the immune cells, helping to support the fight against invading microorganisms. On the double function side of that, we have done studies to show that beta-glucan is linked to supporting protective qi, a critical TCM concept that is an integral part of qi and has a similar function of immunity. This double punch strategy could be used in a series of hybrid products down the road. For example, our patented cell essentials could be adapted to render the functionality of cell protection and the renewal on the one hand, and to provide TCM benefits such as supplementing qi on the other hand. These are all fundamental functions and are therefore suitable for basic supplement such as cell essentials. In essence, our aim is to give our consumers health benefit that could be viewed from the lens of different scientific medicines. Now, it is a huge undertaking because although TCM is a highly sophisticated medicine that has been practiced for thousands of years, it is rarely tested by clinical trials. Whereas as a science-based company, we rely on experimental data to substantiate our products. So finding that delicate balance that will satisfy both practices is quite a task, but one I'm excited to take on.
If anyone can handle this game-changing challenge of bridging the gap between East and West, it's you, Dr. Tian. Thanks for all you're doing, and another big congratulations on the Intelligence Complex patent. And as Dr. Tian mentioned, as a science-based business, we rely on experimental data. So here to talk to you about our commitment to clinical studies is Dr. Rolando Maddela, Executive Director of Global Health Education and Nutrition Research.
The very best companies in the world invest in product-specific scientific studies, patents, and other intellectual property because it's the right thing to do. Consumers appreciate it, government regulatory bodies expect it, and to build long-term sustainable advantage, science-based companies must have it. Marketing is a valuable tool in communicating a product's benefits to consumers, but not even the best marketing can overcome the disadvantage of a technologically inferior product. Here at USANA, we keep an even balance of both marketing and scientifically sound products. The result of that can be witnessed in our success over the past 3 decades. So how do we prove we have scientifically sound products? We test them completely and exhaustively with clinical trials. We are not required to do our own clinical trials, so it's a very big deal that we do it. We collaborate with prestigious academic and research institutions globally. Last year at this time, we launched Copoprime Plus, an amazing new product for cognitive health. How do we know it's amazing? Well, because we sponsor the clinical trial that gives us solid research to support our claims. The acute study of Copoprime Plus, completed last year, showed enhanced working memory performance during effortful cognitive task performance in the Copoprime Plus group compared to the placebo. In fact, we were so encouraged by the published results that we are currently doing a longer-term study to see other possible effects. But this long-term Copoprime Plus study is just one of many current and near-future studies. Recently, we had Cellsentials, Proglucamune, and other product studies published in peer-reviewed scientific journals. We just completed studies on the Celavive regimen and on the new skin brightening series with incredible results. An essential oil study we did turned out to have benefits as well. A prebiotic study is about to finish, and we're planning a clinical study on the oral probiotic and the ADP1 toothpaste with much more in the works. We are also thrilled to announce our new collaboration with the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Association, which is a national governing body for Olympic skiing and snowboarding. One of our upcoming projects with the organization will include cognitive as well as immune health testing with USANA products. Quite fitting that those who ski the greatest snow on Earth should have access to the greatest products on Earth. Okay, I can back that claim up yet with a clinical study, but in my opinion, our nutritionals are as elite as our sponsored athletes.
Well, maybe that can be your next clinical study that you do, Dr. Maddela. So thank you for your ever-present commitment to excellence as you lead these clinical trials. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to the newest member of the R&D realm. In her 10 years with USANA, she has primarily worked in the operations, most recently as the Executive Director of Operations Engineering. A short time ago, she earned her master's degree in human nutrition and functional medicine to add to her degree in microbiology. So she's the perfect person to lead us into the future of fortified foods. Say hello to our new Executive Director of Global Nutrition Programs, Shelli Baxter.
Thanks, Rob. I'm really looking forward to this very future-sighted role as USANA positions its entry into high-quality fortified foods. Over the years, we have discovered people's ability and willingness to consume handfuls of pills and tablets daily is limited. So we're going to give you a Future Lab bonus peek and share with you our newest endeavor. We are seeking out attractive new nutritional delivery forms in food products. I know that's a lot of information to swallow, so chew on this. In addition to researching and developing new fortified food products, USANA is going to build out tools to help new customers who are interested in specific health goals such as optimal sleep, achieving and/or maintaining healthy weight, reducing occasional stress, and much more. I will also oversee this comprehensive health and wellness system that includes products and support materials backed by science. I am jumping in with both feet to create programs that incorporate USANA's products, recommendations on food choices, recipes, best practices, habits, mindfulness, and fitness. With our ever-busy lives, many people find themselves in a situation where there is little time to make a healthy meal. Many people turn to convenient, on-the-go solutions, such as shakes and bars. These will continue to be foundational products in our fortified foods line. But we're also thinking futuristically. Imagine nutrients in a powder form that you could add to your favorite beverage or sprinkle on a delicious seared salmon. It's an idea. Or maybe mixing nutrients into your children's food that they won't throw a tantrum over. As a mother of 5, I know how hard it can be to get all the important nutrients into picky eaters. Again, ideas to explore. Another path we are exploring is that of gummies. Usually when you think of gummies, sugar and artificial flavors and colors come to mind. But gummy technology has come a long way in recent years, making it possible to provide everything you want, and more importantly, nothing you don't. So, could gummies be a part of USANA's product future? I don't know yet, but isn't it exciting to hear about the possibilities we're looking at? These are just some of the ideas we are researching on the frontier of fortified foods. Our goal is to research and develop products that fit seamlessly into your everyday diet and are customizable to your preferences. The end game is to make sure you don't miss any of the vital nutrients your cells need for optimal health. And we've only just begun. If you registered for VIP here at this Americas and Europe virtual convention, you have access to take a virtual tour of the new foods manufacturing facility. I highly recommend you watch because this state-of-the-art facility is something special. Not only will it increase our capacity on our current powders and bars, it is also filled with possibilities for the future. While the operations team was busy constructing the new site, we in R&D were hard at work creating new formulas. And now that the facility is operational, we are testing some prototypes for something you will learn about in the coming months. There is so much on the horizon. Our purpose and my field of research is to help customers achieve their desired goals and spark loyalty for years to come. For 2 decades, we have talked about the USANA lifestyle and how it has benefited millions of people globally. Now we are creating systems and tools and products that all tie together to make it possible for millions more people to join us and stay long-term because we are giving them tools to meet all their health goals.
Thank you, Shelli. What an incredible addition you are to the team. The work you're doing will have such far-reaching benefits for our customers and associates around the world. Isn't it exciting to get a sneak peek at some of the possibilities of the future holds? Of course, nothing we've talked about here today is certain until we actually launch it. Speaking of which, be sure to come back for the next general access session for a big announcement and a soothing product launch with Dan Masuga and Ashley Collins. You know, those amazing marketing partners that Dr. Maddela referred to. I hope to see you in person in the near future, but until then, I'll be in the lab.